All right, so now you should have traded boxes. Now, I'm of course going to use the same box that I had before. I have Mr. Cooper's box and the one that we designed because we only have one set up for our example right now. But I want to show you how to take the data and how to record the data. Okay? So the things that you're going to need to do that is you're going to need that new box that you have no idea what's inside. Even if you try to peek inside, you won't be able to figure it out. You also need one of these like measuring rods. It's like the sounding rod that the sonar would use. You're going to need something to write with, and you're going to need this data collection sheet. And this sheet is going to be key in order to really know what every single spot is. Okay, so on my sheet, you can see that I have row 1 through row 11, and what I might want to do is kind of mark a little starting point on my sheet so that I know where I am when I'm making my places. So I'm going to put like a little 11 and a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if you look on my box now, I did mark on the side over here, and you can kind of see where I made my little lines. So I'm going to start with row 1, number 1, and I am going to start taking my data. The goal here is that I need to know the depth at each spot. So I'm not going to be recording necessarily how far it goes in. I'm actually recording how much it goes up. So we can watch and see the number that appears. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to start with this first spot. I want to make sure that it goes in nice and smooth, and I'm going to continue going down until I can feel kind of a resistance against it. So right here I can feel that I've hit something, and it's kind of between the 16 and 17, but it looks closer to the 16 to me. So I'm going to take the 16 up, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the number that appears. So in my number 1, I'm going to record 16. See how I did that? Then I'm going to continue on the row all the way across, making sure that it goes in smooth, go down until I can feel it hit something again. And this time, if I look, I was at the 18. So here I'm going to do 18. And the idea is I just go through and I do every single hole and measure the depth at every single spot, okay? A couple of key things to remember. When you're putting the stick in, don't go at an angle like this, because I'm not really measuring what's below the perforation in the top. I'm kind of measuring anywhere willy-nilly inside the box, and that isn't really what I'm trying to do. So when you're doing it, do your best to make sure that it goes exactly, oops, I did it upside down, exactly straight up and down, okay? Also, make sure that you are recording the right holes and the right perforations on the right spot, because we need to measure the distance at each place. And that's pretty much it. Once you have your entire chart filled up, you're going to come show it to one of the teachers that's in your room, and we're going to get you started on the next section. All right, good luck, and happy sounding.